That is fun, smashing the driver. Now there's some physical pieces to do that you have to understand. So here is a drill. I'd say 9 out of 10 people that come to my golf camp every week don't get it. They have no idea about this, they don't understand it, and with the one, I'm able to show them quickly the feelings and how to use the ground. We've done some backswing protocols. Now we're gonna do a follow-through protocol. I'll explain why. To smash a driver, we need the sense of how we get into the ground and push up away from it. This is something you see in tennis, it would be in baseball. There's a ground force reaction that's critical to the expansion of how a golf club goes from its leverage position, ripping, whipping through a golf ball. You know, it's funny, for my physicality, I hit it decently far. I've got some juniors that weigh 130 pounds, 140 pounds, that can hit it farther than me easily, 20, 30 yards in some cases. They have amazing timing and rhythm. They take their leverage and it flees away from them perfectly. Now, if you didn't start golf as a youngster and you don't have the blessings of being coached at a high level with leverage, timing, and these efficiencies, the one's gonna help you understand this. So watch what I'm doing here and see how it relates to me hitting a driver. So I've got the weight stack and 2 bands. You can just start with 1 band. I'm gonna put 2 on, and this is a fun drill for me because I'm gonna take the 1, hold it in front of me, I'm gonna put it in this delivery position. So the club is parallel to where I'm hitting it and parallel to the ground. Now this is a lot of work, but the effort is to push into the ground so that I can get this in this short burst energy, get the carriage to go down and hit the dampener. So it's work, but what I'll do it and I'll explain it into a finish. That feels good. So this is parallel to the ground, parallel to the target line. My hands are pretty much in front of my trail thigh. This is a magic spot right here, everybody. And then the sense of pushing into the ground. So this event, I weigh 180 pounds. The force I'm pushing into the ground with my lead side to rotate me, side bend me, and eventually stand me up is significant to that. It's about 1.6 times my weight. So this event, I'm kicking into 240 pounds by pushing into the ground, which is a rotational value because here's why. There's the center of my mass, right up my midline. If one leg's pushing, that's rotating me. So the sense is, let's get organized with the club parallel to the ground, parallel to the target line, and then you're gonna start to figure out how to use your physicality to push and rotate so you can take a driver or the clubs you want to mash, which could be all of them for you, but I wouldn't recommend trying to do this with a pitching wedge. Those are more artistic scoring clubs, but the sense of a driver, it's the same thing. We want to develop this energy to get in a critical spot where we can push so it can flee out with that timing to smash a shot. So with the 1, train in that ground force reaction of pushing into the ground. When you push just outside of your center of mass, it rotates you. And that rotation creates that leverage condition. And you could do this from higher up, but my preference is to get in this delivery position, feel what it takes to really push and rotate into a finish. Now again, if you get started, you can use 1 band, or you can take the thicker bands off and use the thinner band. But the key, and you'll feel this, is how to use the ground to rotate and push yourself. And notice when I'm rotating and pushing myself, everybody thinks it's completely upward. Well, it's a mixture of values. I'm rotating and pushing one way, but I'm also side bending and extending as well. So the net of it is a nice centered head. So this is magic for students because once they realize that, hey, to get this leverage condition out, I need force from my lead side. I can't just fake my way through here without this push. We see plenty of that. Once we teach you how to use your strong glutes and legs to push, which rotates you, you'll add power and better delivery.